In this video I'm going to show you how you can add a checkbox to your website forms to make them GDPR compliant, so people have to consent to the data being collected and stored when the form's submitted. Okay, so here's an example form of mine which at the moment hasn't got any compliance checkbox on it, so I'm just going to show you how we add that to it now. Okay, so in your website admin area, if you go to your form section and then edit the form that you want to add the checkbox to, okay, and scroll down to the bottom, and you want to drag the checkboxes field to the bottom of your form here. Yeah, once you've added it there, you need to delete the second and third choice. You do that by just opening up the options of the form and then just click the delete options, so you've only got one choice left. And then we need to add the information into the form. So the form label, I'm going to call this data privacy, and you see the form example is being displayed at the top here. And then the choice, there's just going to be one choice, not multiple, because they just need to consent. So I'm just going to put in there, I consent to my data being submitted, I consent to my submitted data being collected and stored. Okay, so that's the checkbox at the top. We're going to leave the checkbox unchecked. Yeah, we don't want it checked by default because we need the user to actively check that they're consenting to this. And then we need to put a tick in the required field down the bottom here. This means that the form can't be submitted until this has been checked. Okay. Then what we need to do is put the description in here. The description of the checkbox. Okay, so as you can see, it says this form collects your name, telephone number and email address along with your message so that our team can communicate with you and provide you with assistance. Please check our privacy policy to see how we protect and manage your submitted data. Yeah, so there's a link to the privacy policy in this description here. Okay, so this description only handles HTML code, so we've had to put the link in here using a little bit of HTML code. Yeah, so what you'll need to do is just replace your link to your privacy policy here. Okay, so you need to go to your privacy policy, copy the link and then just paste it into there. Yeah, so you can find that usually at the bottom of your website. There's a link to your privacy policy if you've not created one yet, or if you've created one. Okay, and so to get the link, basically in the web browser at the top here, this is the direct link. Yeah, so we need to copy this full link here and then go to our form and then just replace the link, nothing else, just that. Okay, and then that will be here, and then click update, and there it is. Yeah, so ideally what we need to do now is we need to move this description above the checkbox. It will just be neater and it will make more sense. Okay, so to do that we need to go into the form settings. So if you go into settings and then form settings, and then under description placement here we need to change this to above inputs, and then scroll down, update form settings, and if you go back to edit the form, you will see now that the description is above the checkbox, which looks a lot better. Now if I go to the contact page on our website and look at the form now, you will see that the data privacy and the consent checkbox is being displayed. So no one can fill this form in now unless they put a tick into I consent to my submitted data being collected and stored. Yeah, I'll just show you an example. Now if I try and submit this without ticking that, yeah, I'll get a message saying there's an error. Yeah, the areas have been highlighted below. Yeah, so this needs to be checked. Okay, so that's how to add a GDPR compliant checkbox and on your website forms.